Well, there's so much going on at the world today that this podcast didn't really get a chance to talk about one big thing happening tomorrow. And I feel like you should be in the know of it. Tomorrow is Russia's Victory Day. Yes, it's going to be a huge parade, even with a beleaguered military, a military that they thought could seize Kiev and all of Ukraine fairly quickly. That was an underestimate because, the Ukrainians have fought back the damnedest they could. And good on them for defending their territory, their sovereign nation. But tomorrow, to me, and I think everybody else agrees, is the most pivotal part of this war. Because Vladimir Putin may, in his sickened, chaotic, erratic, psychotic mind, may very well say, hey, we're winning the war. We're doing what we have to do. And he won't really call it a war because the Russian people would be upset if they realized they were in a war. Notice I said realized. Because half the people in Russia right now are still in denial there's even a war in Ukraine. Now, the millennials are very aware. They've tried to tell their family, and the family who's been there for decades wants to not believe that Vladimir Putin could be this evil guy committing such atrocities. Well, he is. And Victory Day, by the way, is the anniversary of the Soviet Union defending the Nazis in World War II. He will then call Ukraine Nazis, which I find quite offensive and outlandish as well, but that's Putin's brain for you. But tomorrow is pivotal, and the U.S. should be on alert to figure out how to defend Ukraine. We've already sent more and more and more aid relief, some military relief. But what's going to happen on May 9th may be the change of the war that we all didn't want to see. Or Ukraine could very well hold its ground and stop Russia in its tracks once again with the beleaguered military already in place for Russia. I think that's amazing that the big bear, the bear of the north, has become decimated to a point where it's worth talking about. Worth talking about. How generals have died, how ships have been sinking, how the Russian army and military has been depleted because of the Ukrainians' strength and forces, and yes, some foreign soldiers, aka Americans and Brits, that have stepped in as well. But I didn't really talk about this at all the last few weeks, and that's my mistake because I think people need to know that tomorrow, May 9th, is a huge day to watch out. Because they're going to have their Victory Day parade. Experts say they're going to repackage the way the war is going. They, of course, won't call it a war. They'll call it a peace mission, which is also sickening, but that's the brainwashing in Russia. When will it stop? And when will we actually get the guts to not only supply aid, but do something more than just say, oh, we don't want him in power anymore. There's got to be something forceful here. And America, we should be on the lookout for May 9th, Victory Day in Russia. It's going to be a very dangerous day if we aren't careful. I'm Alex Garrett with this 5-minute fix. Stay safe tomorrow. May Day was just last week. Now we have to deal with Victory Day tomorrow. Prayers to all in Ukraine. Prayers to the Russians that are trying to get the truth out. And prayers to Americans as we are watching this and dealing with our own struggles in-house right now. We've all got to come together.